is my job. You know what it is, don't you? It is fixing cars when I can, taking car parts, selling them on when I can, selling cars when I can, and making videos about doing this for lots and lots of money from YouTube. And all of this work is outside in all weathers. Some days are better than others, but as you can see already, this isn't a good start. And apparently the next storm of the week is on its way. Project Eugene. I mean Storm Eugene. Amber warning. What's it going to be like working all day in this? Can I actually make it worthwhile going into work today? That's the question. It's 9 o'clock and it's currently raining. Just checked the weather forecast and it's going to be raining at 10 as well. At 11 o'clock it shall be raining, 12 o'clock raining, 13 o'clock raining. Actually, you know what comes next, so there's not much point in me telling you. And it should be windy as well. It's a bit windy now, but is it going to get super windy? And we're going to get some footage of something rather exciting going on. Exciting! Contrary to the weather forecast, we seem to have some blue sky and non-rain. It is bitingly cold and that wind's going to pick up soon, and I'm going to need the jack underneath this door because that's going to swing out, sister. Should we see what's in the fridge today? Milk, obviously. Brown sauce for when things don't taste of anything. And pasties, but some bread. Look, bread. Why would anybody keep bread in the fridge? It's pointless. It makes it go stale quickly. But the barrier between my bread and the mouse is the fridge. And that's why it's in there. And now, to accompany the microwave, we have, look, a toaster. Gosh, with this toaster and this microwave, I'm certainly spoiling myself. What more could a man want? I have a fridge, I have a kettle, I have a microwave, and now a toaster. Things are looking up, aren't they? Well, what's going on out here now? This is mad. Coming to work today, fully expecting to get drenched and blown all over the place, and I've just cause to moan constantly about it, and this happens. It's just out of order, really. Well, the simplest thing you can eat in the world is a bit of toast. Well, dry bread would be even more simpler, but toast with butter on. I like cooking. I've done quite a bit of it. I like to experiment. You've got to eat for the rest of your life, so you should learn to cook, shouldn't you? Salmon and asparagus and like a mushroom sauce. Something really not massively difficult to do, but a lot more involved in making a piece of toast. And the sad thing is, a piece of toast with salted butter on tastes just as good. And the only way to improve it is to put a bit of Marmite on. Marmite. A few years ago, Marmite pulled a great trick with the Love It or Hate It campaign. What a fantastic idea. Because some people are like, oh, I don't like it, it's horrible, it tastes like poo. They didn't get all defensive about it and start going about how wonderful it is and how useful it is to eat something like this yeasty extract. No, they just said, yeah, some people hate it and some people love it. You either love it or you hate it. Nonsense. I think that's a bit too far either way. I mean, it's a good idea, but I don't think you either love it or hate it. No. I don't think anyone really truly loves it. Who wants to eat Marmite every single day? There are many people like me who love mustard and love black pepper. You put it on almost everything. It improves the taste of everything you can imagine. Other people, on the other hand, have a sweet tooth and usually no teeth because of it. They can't drink tea without sugar. They can't have cereal without sugar. I mean, they can, but they just refuse to eat it or drink it. So I would say some people love sugar and some people love mustard and black pepper. But you don't really love Marmite, do you? You don't put Marmite on your shredded wheat. You don't put Marmite in your tea. And with that, nobody really hates it. I can't see anybody actually genuinely hating it. You might kind of dislike it a little bit, but lots of things are there for the disliking of. It's not horrible, so you can't hate it. No, you can't, honestly. I don't care if you tell me that you hate it. I actually don't believe you. No. When I was growing up, I hated marzipan. And then I discovered I didn't really hate it. I just found it immensely unpleasant, because it is immensely unpleasant. But I don't hate it. I'm never really going to choose to eat it. But the word hate describes something that should never really be anywhere near food. And then, people being people, use the word Marmite to try and describe something divisive. Well, I think that's nonsense as well. Almost everyone I know has used the word Marmite to describe something. You're talking nonsense. Every single one of you. Now you see this car behind me? That car there, Project Waster. Well, that's a bit anonymous, isn't it? But Nigel, on the other hand, some may describe as a Marmite car, but some would be completely wrong, because it's not, is it? I think you could love this car. I mean, I do. But you can't really hate it. You can't actually hate a car that looks like that. You might think it's embarrassing or a bit stupid looking or artistic or what have you, but nobody, it's like nobody hates cats. Some don't really like cats and they're a bit aloof and stuff, but you don't hate them, not until they poo on your grass. The word hate it's just used too often. That's the problem with it. And when you use the word too often, it starts to lose some of its potency. I would hate it if a bin lorry ran over my foot or my leg. I would like it if I could get this lawnmower started, but I wouldn't hate it if I didn't. And that's the deal with Marmite. You either like it or you don't like it. You don't really hate it or love it. What I would hate possibly would be to eat a whole jar of the stuff with a spoon, and I've only got 2 minutes to do it. Yeah, I'd hate that. It's very easy to hate something if you're exaggerating the consumption of the particular thing. Like oxygen. We all need oxygen. Do we love oxygen? Do we wake up in the morning and think, God, I really love oxygen, me? But, you know, you've got to appreciate the stuff, because without it, you can't live. It's the same thing with water, of course. Now, if you was told, rest easy because you will have water for the rest of your life. Great. That's good news, isn't it? The only trouble is you've got to consume it all within the next week. You'd hate that. Look at the clock. The clock tells you the time. It does tell you the time. It also tells me how much time has gone by without any rain that's supposed to be happening. It's supposed to. It hasn't rained in the past hour. That's my whole reason for not being out there doing something. It hasn't even started. So frustrating. Might as well just take the chance on this rain and do a proper job. How disappointing would it be if I got to the end of the day and I barely set foot outside because of the rain that didn't happen. Just got the bonnet open on Project Frank with a view to just taking out the crank sensor, sticking it in Hank, give Hank one last chance, something like that. And now the rain is just about starting, and I can feel a kind of movement in the air, that a sense of impending danger of wind. Do you know what? On the plus side, the pollen count is low. I can't plan anything here. As soon as I got going, it started raining. That is how it works. I have just had a look at the weather and the weather warnings, and I do believe it is kind of imminent now. That means the best thing I could probably do would be to go around the yard and just make sure there's nothing that's going to cause any damage to itself or anything else. Right, time to do something positive. Let's get that ZR up for sale. I've just been down the other end to get a couple of photos of the ZR, and it's just, I feel like giving up with it, to be honest. It's just so horrible trying to take pictures in the rain. Probably somewhere in the Samsung manual it tells you not to take pictures or video while it's chucking it down. One thing I find myself doing, and I'm sure you do too, when it's raining like this and you can't really do anything, is you look on your phone, you look on Facebook, and sometimes you find something that is worthwhile sharing. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace when I saw this ad for a chainsaw, and its spelling got my attention, so I clicked on it and I found that almost every single word was spelt so incorrectly that I just had to screenshot it. And then I thought, hang on, is this serious? Or is this just somebody making fun out of people who can't string a sentence together or write even the simplest of words? So I'll let you decide.
Chainsaw and chainsaw for sale. We're good at chopping tree down. If you wouldn't dangle very fast, it can cut even faster. You see it cut the big tree in the garden. Collection. Only this 5 are passing cross, thanks. Happy Microwave. Selling NG microwaves, which started to look a little sad, so I flipped him on his side, and now he's the happiest microwave ever. His name is Dave, and he likes to make things hot. Going to a good home only. Allergic to tinfoil and various assorted metals, but has survived such contact in the past. He's been on life support since the day I got him, and needs to be constantly hooked up to the mains. Almost new toilet, just been removed from a recently renovated house. It is in new condition and barely 6 months old. Comes with toilet seats, sausages not included. Thanks. Antique Apple earphones. Antique vintage earphones. Not sure what connector they are. Valued at antique shop for £175. Collection only. Baby's First Fake Nails. Baby's First Fake Nails kit. Comes with everything needed to nourish your child with the level of fashion she, gender neutral deserves. It's also suitable for vegans, Glaswegians and Norwegians. Bonding clue not included in the sale due to Facebook community standards.
When you have a job, it doesn't matter what it is, you go to work, you do your job and you get paid. And even if the weather is just like this and you've got to work out, you don't have any choice about it, you just have to do it. I admire that. In my situation, here all day by myself, the weather's horrible, if I don't want to do it, I just don't, and then I don't get paid. So, who's the winner there then? Well, Microwave has developed a new habit. To get it to work just then, I had to slap it on the top, a bit like an old television. Well, it does look like a television, doesn't it?